Welcome. This is a live feed in case you're watching this later on and wondering what's going on. We're watching this live. The Cavaliers last night survived a scare from the Dallas Mavericks. And a lot of people thought they were going to lose that game. The refs were not going to allow that. Plus, them losing that game would have been the stupidest thing in the world. Why? Because they had control of it. Even when they were losing it, they had control. Mainly because if anybody ever looked at it, you would have seen they control the glass. Dallas plays with a very small lineup. And that lineup is very fast, is very young. Dirk is probably the oldest thing out there. And you saw what happened. You saw what happened. J.R. Smith was hitting shots that night, which was helping him out early on. And it became the Kevin Love show. Kevin Love put on a show again where he had like 29, led them in scoring and rebounding. They couldn't keep him off the glass. Like I said, they had a very small lineup out there. And Harrison Barnes was keeping them in the game. Well, J.R. Smith was hitting anything that came around. Anytime his number was called, J.R. Smith and what's his name? J.R. Smith and Dennis Smith Jr., he was like, man, there's another Smith out here. I got to put on a show. And both of them did. All the Smiths got down. He went back to being Smith instead of Spliff. I don't think he could get the Spliff out there in Dallas. I think he was scared of the doggone smoking loud. And he was like, I can't smoke in Dallas. I'll wait till we get to San Antonio. So LeBron didn't really have to do much. But LeBron feels that they're defensively getting better. No defense, just like on offense, they're crashing the boards, but they still hit a wall. Like Clam Chowder hit shots tonight and was able to get off because, like I told you, they have a small lineup. But I still see a lot of holes in this team. There's a lot of holes. And let's listen to LeBron and the rest of the Cavs on their victory 111-104 over the Dallas Mavericks.
By Dallas down the stretch?
We're just very resilient. I think we relied on, just some of our championship habits from the guys that was on the floor, but also just trying to get back to our mental toughness and figuring out how to win. That was great tonight. I think defensively we was very in tune with the game plan. I think that's 2 straight games where defensively we were just in tune, and it results in the win for us tonight.
Dennis called you a mentor. What did you see from Dennis mentor?
The Knicks pass on a really good one, and Dallas got the diamond in the rough. He should be a Knick. He's gonna make some headlines, but he should be a Knick. But Dallas is definitely. I know they're excited that he didn't go there. So he's an unbelievable talent, athleticism. He's very poised to be his age. Can shoot the ball, can penetrate. He's gonna only get better and better with the opportunity that he's given here to play. So Dallas got a good one. I've been on now. I've been with him for so long now, so I've been on this talent level.
Lebron, talk about how he feels.
Yeah, that's fine.
You've been playing against the guy who's playing his 20th season with the Mavericks. Can you tell us a little bit about the legacy of Dirk Nowitzki?
I think it speaks for itself. There's no reason for me to harp on it. I think when you say the name Dirk, he goes by one name. You don't have to say his last name. Everybody knows what he's about. what he's brought to this league, what he's brought to this Mavericks franchise. So there's no reason for me to harp on it. I think his legacy and his name speaks for itself.
Ron, talk about those shots that Kyle hit in the fourth quarter.
Well, Kyle's big time, man. It's someone that we rely on, and especially when he's out on the floor. You know, he's just there at the right time, right place at the right time. There's some big time threes. Also got an and one down the stretch. Just his movement, his body, his energy, you know, allows us to just keep defenses off kilter.
You stayed in Jay's ear throughout the course of tonight. I heard you once in a huddle encouraging him. What's the message you want him to hear right now?
I just want Jay to be aggressive. When Jay's aggressive, I don't care if he misses 100 straight shots. I want him to be aggressive. You know, when the ball comes to him, look at the rim. You know, and I think tonight, even when he was missing shots, he wasn't as aggressive missing shots. And in the second half, even though he missed shots, he started getting to the paint, getting to the free throw line, exerting himself, and he started to shoot the ball more. So, you know, I want to be the one kind of stay in his ear, let him know, like, you know, I want the Jay that I had to go against, you know, the last few years when he was in Boston, you know, so, you know, he's still finding his way, and the rest of the guys are still finding their way to the new guys, so, you know, it's a process.
He's basically saying Clam Chowder's a bum.
On the floor, with 15 rebounds tonight.
Man, that's what Kev do. It's not a surprise to us, but it was excellent play by him on both sides of the floor. You know, he's crashing the glass, got a tip dunk tonight. He shot the ball well. He's aggressive, and you know, probably the biggest reason why we got this dub in there.
Now the win and gauge how you play, measure how you play.
As a team, well, you want to win, obviously, but I like the way we played in the Houston game, and we didn't get that win. I like the energy, I like the effort, I like how we was flying around. We just didn't get that dub. And it carried over to tonight, except from the beginning of the game where they kind of got it going, but we was able to. We played a really good 48-minute game as far as our schemes and everything that we wanted to do. So, you know, I'm satisfied with the last two performances that we had for sure.
You mentioned the Boston game. What if you get that guy? What is it?
Well, he's here right now, you know, but it's just, you know, I don't know how long was he in Boston. I'm not sure how long was he there. 4 years, so that's being familiar with the system. That's him knowing his role and knowing exactly where he's going to be, where he's going to get his shots, things of that nature. What were we, 13 games in, I believe, or 12 games? I'm not quite sure. 13 games in. So, you know, I know what's going to happen at some point, but we don't want to fast track it, just like we don't want to fast track IT's injury. When he's ready, he's ready. When Jay gets comfortable, we'll know, you know, and I know it's there, so, you know, it's nothing for me to worry about.
Time for one more.
Lebron forward for almost a year now. What do you like most about playing with him?
He's just a professional. I love professionals. You know, guys who come to work not on time but early. Guys who work on their craft, work on their bodies, don't complain. You know, just being true professionals both on and off the floor. They're gonna give you everything that they got. I can always give everything back to those type of guys, and Kyle was one of those guys. So.
How do you help D-Way to find himself on the court as a brother and also as a teammate?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. D-Way, 36 years old, he'll be fine. He know how to play this game. He just struggled tonight, but I'm not worried about that. He'll be fine.
Dallas down the stretch.
We're just very resilient. I think we relied on, you know, just.
Okay.
How many sides does the Pentagon have?
5.
What causes disease?
Conversation surrounding you all year.
Hear the rest of him.
Now you're shooting by.
He called right now. He over there texting the doggone dealer. I am out of Kush.
And all of a sudden you have a rhythm.
ASAP.
Is that the direct correlation there?
I mean, as I'm shooting the same shots, it's starting to fall.
He got the withdrawal.
For whatever reason it is, it's just happening earlier. Being aggressive earlier, trying to put the ball on the floor, get to the basket, trying to get to the free throw line. Just trying to be more aggressive opposed to, you know, waiting for it to come to me.
How much more fun is it for you to play this way than the way you were playing before?
I mean, it's always fun when you're making shots. I mean, obviously the ultimate goal is to win, but you know, when you're not making shots and losing, not playing the right way, it's obviously much more frustrating.
He had to stop that
Ty
interview.
came in at halftime, said I was going to get the ball first play, so I knew I wanted to be aggressive, get myself going, and really the guys just kept finding me, and they fed off that, and we had a great third quarter.
Kevin, another double-double seems like that's the MO for you over years. Talk about the rhythm that you got into earlier.
Like I said, they just found me all night, especially in that third quarter. They kept feeding me the ball. Knew I had a little rhythm going, and that set the tone for us. But the Mavs, they're always. We know that they're extremely well coached. They get a lot of, have a great fluid motion to their offense. They really get up a lot of shots. But our defensive schemes were there. We felt like we did a good job. They went on a run, and we were able to close it out at the end.
Can you talk about Korver and how important it was in the fourth quarter?
He's huge. I mean, he had a lot of big shots for us. We had a lot of guys making winning plays. Swish, he kept the ball alive for a couple guys to knock down the shot. He had that swing to Kyle. Jay was there to clean up a lot of baskets tonight. Braun always does what he does in the fourth quarter. He took over, making winning plays for us. So it was a ton of guys tonight that stepped up for us.
Kevin, talk about the focus defensively tonight. You guys were able to shut it down better and show marked improvement.
Yeah, we did. We felt like we played well in Houston on the defensive end. That's not an easy team to play against. Get up a lot of threes, a lot of buckets in transition, quick triggers, and tonight is very much the same. They drive, they kick, they swing, get a lot of shots up from the perimeter. So we felt like we did a good job defensively.
Have you guys responded, but what went through your mind when Dirk hit that deep three?
I mean, he's been doing it for 20 years, so that was a big momentum play for them, and it's like deja vu with him. It's Groundhog's Day, whatever you want to call it. Just 20 years he's been doing that, and that guy had a big influence on my game. But that was a big shot for them. They got the crowd into it, and they made it a tough game for us.
Came with a different defensive mindset in the third
Hey,
quarter.
Clam Chowder,
What's the
baby.
difference? And the rebounding as well.
Go ahead, Clam.
And those guys trying to come at us first. We want to make the first punch in the third. We talked about it, and try to get the job done early and let those guys feel us early in the third.
You guys can't take any opponent for granted at this point, but does getting a win help the group? And for you personally to actually have your fingerprints all throughout the win?
Yeah, they told me at half that I got to be more aggressive, and that's what I wanted to do. But it's tough because we have a lot of weapons. When you have a lot of weapons, you have to have time to figure it out and figure each other out. So we're still in the process of that, and every night we do a good job of just trying to figure it out and figure it out on the fly because these games are coming fast and guys are ready to take their best shot.
How have you done meeting your own expectations of joining this team thus far?
I'm not where I want to be. Honestly, I'm not where I want to be. But I feel like I'm getting there. I think every day, every practice, every film session, I get better, and that's the key. But like I said, these guys always preach about what we play for, and what we play for is a championship. So once that time comes, or once we continue to build throughout each game in the regular season, once the playoffs come, hopefully everybody will be where they need to be.
That's good comeback for you.
Always feel great. I have real love for the city. They really embraced me as a young guy in this league, from coaching staff to owners to fans. So I always have love when I come back here, and it feels good to come back and get a win.
How does it stretch you guys as a team when you pull out them on the road in the fourth quarter?
Well, if you haven't been paying attention, we've been struggling a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when you come out on the winning side, how do you guys
Yeah, it feels good. Winning is contagious. We're aware of that, and hopefully we can just keep the ball going. We take one game at a time. Coming off a tough game in Houston and coming in here, and these guys giving us their best shot. It just feels good to get a road win and just try to get some momentum going.
Even though your shooting hasn't come around yet, when you're aggressive like this, does that?
That's what the team wants.
Yeah.
Our leader in Lebron always tells me just shoot the ball. Don't worry about stats. Don't worry about percentages. We know what you can do. The point to know what you can do. Just shoot the ball and be comfortable. And I step in this shot aggressively. I just think I got to be more aggressive on both ends of the court because when I'm aggressive on the defensive end, it really helps my offense.
How good does it make you feel when guys are telling you, forget the stats, just like JR and shoot?
JR's a different guy. He don't care about nothing, just that ball going in. But that's the mentality you got to have, especially with this group, because it's not what it's about. We don't play for stats and we don't play for percentages. But we know each player is capable of having a big night at any time. So be aggressive and be confident in yourself.
JR getting through you? JR getting through you?
Getting through me?
Like
he's rubbing off a little bit. He's rubbing off a little bit. That's my guy too. But he that mentality and that attitude definitely rubs off a little bit. I like it.
I feel like you guys are better than maybe a couple weeks ago, sort of withstanding the ups and downs that come, the shots don't fall or whatever happens. But you guys kind of stay with what you do and do it better than you did a couple weeks ago against these guys?
Yeah, like I said yesterday and the day before, and I keep saying it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen overnight. But as long as we be consistent and we know what the long-term goal is, we'll be all right. And so there's gonna be times where we get up big and we let it slip away. But tonight was a really good job of they went on the run and we sustained it, and then we just built it back up.
Do you thought the third quarter, we got scored by 11, coming right out of the locker room, was kind of turned the tide?
Yeah, that was the key. That was the key. They made a big run in the second quarter, and we kind of held it off in the quarter the right way. And then that third quarter, we knew we was either win or give them life. And, we did a really good job in the third quarter.
You and Eric both aggressive from the get-go. When they were holding you on the perimeter, you guys were breaking them down and attacking the rim. Is that kind of the plan going in?
I mean, that's every game for us, for our entire team. I think offensively we want to be aggressive, defensively we want to be aggressive, create opportunities with our defense. And we did that first half and then in the second half.
I know any win is against a good team like that, especially a good thing, but to beat them your way, to look like yourselves for the first time this year against them for a full game, was it more meaningful just to get this way?
Obviously, Eric can play that game in Memphis, so that's some more scoring and our playmaking. And in the game here, we were up pretty much most of the game, and they went on that run in the fourth quarter, and we went on the drop. So we're all right. It happens. Now we just got to keep this momentum up and have a good game tomorrow again. Thanks.
Thank you.
So we need to find Tyrone. Here's Tyrone. Tyrone, no clue. Coach of the Cleveland.
Get nonstop music for the
what is it? What's they call the Cleveland Cavs or whatever? Like he crying. They gotta win.
Just going to the post. Being aggressive. I think got them started early. They went with a smaller guy on and putting Harrison Barnes on them, so we wanted to take advantage of that matchup, and Kev delivered.
No, it's Tyrone. He's wrong all the time. So it's Tyrone, no clue.
I thought he was able to catch and drive because he was putting centers on him. I thought rebounding the basketball, getting into the paint, was very active defensively. And he did a good job on Harrison Barnes of being physical. And, he has some open shots he still need to take. If he's open, you got to shoot those shots and take them in rhythm.
Tyrone, no clue. The wrong coach, wrong team, wrong place.
And he's not shooting the ball extremely, especially well right now. But we know he can shoot the basketball. When we get everyone back, he would get even easier shots because there's other guys he had to key on and try to take away. So I like what he's giving us, and just got to stay with it.
Dallas made that final push down the stretch. How would you describe what you got from your team?
Well, they made a good push, made some shots. A couple threes in transition that we wanted to take away. Dirk made a deep one. But I just thought, we had a couple turnovers that led to that. So once we settled down and got to our half-court sets and, started to execute, it was better for us.
What did you think of your defense the whole time?
I don't know.
The lowest paid head coach in basketball. Tyrone, no clue.
Yeah, he got frustrated early. He missed a couple open shots, and he made the first one. I came to him on the bench like, that's the core. He said, man, my bad. And he came back and made some big shots. So we needed those shots coming down the stretch, and guys were looking for him, to get those shots off.
Coach, getting Jordan Love came out and was very, very on fire. Was in your plan to get him established early and just took it from there?
Yeah, we always start the game off, trying to establish Kevin early. And once he was able to get a couple easy ones inside, then he went outside and made shots also. So we went through him a lot tonight. He got a little tired, but we needed it.
Not at a point, obviously, where you can disrespect or take any team lightly. Do you feel good after squeaking out a win like this, the way it went?
Every win counts, and I mean, even if you are good, you shouldn't take a team lightly. You should always respect your opponent because these are NBA players, and any given night, someone can play well and beat you. So, I mean, even if you're playing great or not, you just got to take these teams and you got to respect them. So, this is a good win for us on the road, especially after we've been struggling. But the last 4 games or so, we started to play Cavaliers basketball.
I think that's a great question, and I think that Rudy.
No, Tyrone, no clue. I had to do a double take. I'm like, is that what's his name? Is that Raz B? Oh man. But do I think they're back? Absolutely not. I don't think they're back at all. I think they just got a win and toughed out against a tough opponent. That's about it.
I think you're shooting in the fourth quarter now, like 58% from 3. No, but how much fun is it in the fourth quarter with the game on the line?
That's when you want to play. Like it doesn't matter if you start or don't start. Like you want to play in the fourth quarter. Over the course of my career, I've been in both roles. You try to be someone who the team wants in there at the end of the game. And so I've always enjoyed playing those minutes and try to take advantage of it.
Jay Crowder has had some moments thus far, hasn't really quite shown the player he was in Boston, but what have you seen that he's brought to the group?
Geez, he has a competitiveness that we really need. Like night in, night out, like he just has this scrappiness to him that really adds to our group. And, it's a big adjustment for him in a lot of ways. He's playing a new position, he's playing in a new offense, he's playing in a new defense, he's playing in a new role. I know as well as anyone there's a bit of an adjustment period coming to this team. It's
Cavs are in the dogfight with 2 teams that are the worst in the NBA. The Bulls and the Mavs.
Different scenarios and different ways that you score and different ways that you space. And we've had lineups in and out. And it's not like he's had a month of consistency to find himself in either. But I think all that said and done, he comes to practice every day and works hard. Even though he's out of position and everything's new, I've never heard him complain one time. He has a great attitude. He works. He's got to figure it out. And a lot of this is on us too to help him, find his spots. And when you're a shooter, like he is, there's.
Look, he's not used to being interviewed at all. He like, I don't know what to say. Nobody normally comes to me.
But that's nice. He made a couple shots, but he made a big impact on the game, and that's what.
Do you just know that final shooter on them? I mean, does he shoot? No.
Do you make him or do you not make him?
Do you make her?
Your and one tonight, I think it was kind of a backdoor cut for you, or kind of, I would say.
It was the free throw. But yeah.
What happened on that play? Just kind of hanging out with you on that.
Yeah, we ran a set, a bunch of times in a row. And the set we posted on, and we kind of just, me and JR and Kevin kind of play off each other and try to do different things off that set. And I felt I'm trying to cut more to the basket this year and not just float around the outside. And there's been a couple games where there's been some layups. And, man, you get 3 layups, that just helps your shooting percentage so much. It's amazing. If I got 3 layups every game. But anyway, so just trying to be active and create energy out there, and not just stand around and then watch Brian go to work, because we all have to help him out. You can't just keep on putting them in ISOs and then just standing around. So I think growth for us as a team is learning how to move without the basketball. And that's somewhere where I feel like that can help.
This game was a one-possession game with about 30 seconds left. How important is it for you guys now to just focus on winning as opposed to how you looked against a team that's not supposed to be against physical?
I mean, definitely. We need to get some wins. For sure. I think the last few games, we felt things kind of turning for us a little bit. I think we played better. We have a little ways to go, but the last two games, I feel like we played better. But we needed to get some wins. We needed tonight in the second half. We're like, yeah, we have to win this game. This is not one where you just get better at. Like, we need to win this game. And so, it was yeah, we got to string a few together.
Now, here's the situation. And we're going to go into what happened with Golden State on the next one. Okay, we'll go through the Golden State one in a little bit. Because y'all don't know what went down in that Philly game. A lot of stuff went down in the Philly game. Yeah, a lot of stuff went down that night. Kyrie's not worried about LeBron. Well, I think he is going to get out early because it's excessive. I mean, they might come up with some type of stipulation to let him out early. But when he get out, he going to have to definitely, hopefully make some adjustments in his life. Because he can't continuously violate parole knowing his situation. Swear things are becoming too fruity now.
I thought defensively you guys were locked in and the three-point shooting really caught on.
Yeah, I mean, we went over the game plan this morning, got shoot around, and we executed it. As close to 48 minutes as possible, and that's very tough. When you were able just to, have a game plan in the morning and then go against the team who had a huge role win in Boston the other day. So, and them starting off on their home floor, their home opener. So, we executed the defensive plan that our coaches gave us, and resulted in us getting a big win on the road.
Did you know coming in that you were going to play more than 4 tonight?
No. I mean, Coach Lewis still figuring out lineups and things of that nature, but it was definitely a good lineup for us, especially in that third when we was able to open it up.
When you're out there with them?
Well, I'm looking for all the guys. I mean, I was able to hit Swish, I was able to hit Kyle. I got JG on a slip, but he got fouled on it. Able to hit Double T on the lob that he was able to kick out for another three. So, you know, when I'm in there with guys that just, you know, kind of know how to move and work off each other, I'm able to see the floor because I'm, you know, very precise with my passing, you know, and those guys, they make me look good because Cal just knocks them down.
I'm very precise with my passing, but you had 9 turnovers, bum.
It's not the first time we've seen him.
Well, this year.
He's good. Yeah. Very good. He's very good.
You guys have created such an identity with LeBron, having shooting around at the end of that third quarter. What are the challenges of trying to integrate Dwayne in the starting lineup? Still have a little bit.
No, listen, we have different lineups that we can go to at any point in the game. We have lineups that can pound you in the post. We got guys that can spread the floor. We got guys that can get up and down the floor with, you know, speed guys. We got guys that, you know, could just play in a half-court game. So that's the luxury of our team. You know, D Wade, you know, and Tristan, those guys, you know, make things happen. They're not standing, you know, out on the three-point line all the time. They just make plays, and you know, it's great to have them.
Kyle's such a marked man whenever he steps in the court that everybody knows the stat report on him. They rarely leave him. How did you manipulate that? How can you?
Well, his movement for one, and even when you're close, you're still not close enough. And there was a couple that they had great contest on. They just, you know, he was just shooting the ball extremely well, and they, you know, he doesn't see anybody once he races.
That's what I said. You know, anybody erasing any record that got LeBron James' name on it, except for turnovers and losses.
Both of them have the ability to come off and shoot. So, you know, it was good for us. Like I said, especially in that third.
You think you guys are just scratching the surface defensively in terms of rotations?
Well, I mean, defensively, that was a great start for us tonight, and we played great on Tuesday as well against Boston. You know, so you know we need to continue on this. You know what we're doing, and we have another one tomorrow against Orlando, I believe, and we're going to go again.
Lebron, these guys think they're going to move up the contender East. You guys send a message coming in there and also opening night, a lot of emotion there, and deliver.
Well, that's a good role here for us. You know, for us to have 7 new guys, we still put in our system. We still working with our lineups, things of that nature.
I can't listen to him. Listen, all of this guy is a big ego magnet. He loves boosting his own ego, talking about himself, and Grandpa Wade. I mean, if this isn't the season to let him know it's over, I don't know what to tell you. You had a great run, Wade. You're 36. It's over. I mean, he looking like, what could I do, man? Y'all know I'm old, man. I just want to chill with Gabby. Go on back to the ranch. He feel like it was just calling me. Come on, Brian. Don't let me die. Well, Wade didn't want to do an interview today because he sucked it up tonight. And when you suck it up, you don't want to do interviews. And he has that option now where he used to have a whole bunch of media around him. Now he get like Ronnie and Johnny Talks Basketball come up to him to talk. Like Slam and NBA reporters. He got to put up 25 or something to get them to come over. Now he gets Mike and Ron. Mike and Ron, yay! Dude, man, you were a guy, man, back in 04. He took Rookie of the Year away from Dwayne Wade. He took an MVP award in 2009 away from Dwayne Wade. He took a lot from Wade. The least he could do was come back to help him get 3. But it's done. When we come back, I got to let my phone charge. We come back, y'all. We going live, and we talking Golden State and Philly. Y'all will not believe what happened in the game. Y'all will not believe what happened in that game last night.